All right. So let's move towards the palisade and see if we can find a way in, I suppose.
Okay, yeah. You find a way in. It's pretty obvious, you know, there's torches mounted on the side of it. You hear some low talking on the other side of it, in Orc.
I speak Orc.
Okay. Can you make a perception check?
Is anybody in our party moderately stealthy?
I can try.
Yeah, it's hard to make out. You get like every fifth word. There's some discussion about a captain, and the word mutiny is being thrown around.
Nice. That's weird. I don't have any macros anymore.
There you go.
Scourge, do you speak Orc?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Giant common.
You still don't catch the conversation in full, but even if you did, you wouldn't be able to determine it. Agrajog, do you speak Orc?
Can I try to mimic what they're saying?
The issue is you're having trouble hearing it, and so if you're speaking it back, right, you'd be...
Well, I assume we have a whisper network.
Right, but you're still, like, talking instead of listening, right?
This is true.
I feel like if you made an intelligence check of 15 or higher, I would allow for this. Let us have the dice decide.
Let the dice fall as they may.
Can you walk and chew gum at the same time? Okay, yeah, alright. So then you get this conversation then between three individuals as you're on approach. Hurlnosh, are you watching the gate? And then the second guy's like, what? I'm not watching the gate. Why would we need to watch the gate? The base is behind a freaking illusion. And the third guy's like, Hurlnosh, you son of a bitch. You need to watch the gate. Those crazy motherfuckers could be coming back. And then the first guy's like, Hurlnosh, watch the fucking gate. This is mutiny against the captain if you continue to do this. And Hurlnosh is like, I'm not watching the gate, man. I'm gonna go get some chow. You can't stop me. Captain's like, she's gone, man. She's friggin' insane. We need to, like, take the boat and get out of here. And the third guy's like, Hurlnosh, mutiny is not becoming of you. I'm gonna be fitting you for the Candace necklace right there. Hurlnosh is like, can't touch me. I'm a free man. This is a free land.
You can't hold me down.
You then briefly, Dan, you hear like a scuffle, and then you hear someone go, oh! Oh!
Bye, Hurlnosh.
Or other guy, you never know.
Sounds like that didn't work out too well for Hurlnosh.
Well, that's one less person we have to worry about.
But it also means the gate's uncovered, so let's move around to the gate.
Okay. As you approach the gate, you're in like full torchlight, but there doesn't seem to be anybody watching.
Yeah. Okay.
There is 2 streams of blood coming down from like the top of the gate, and you see an arm like hanging over the side of the gate. There's a stream of blood coming from that area. There's also one coming from like 10 feet away.
Huh.
Over the palisade.
Took one of them with him.
All right. Who can make a decent stealth check to open the gate for us? Somebody.
So the gate obviously has a heavy bar set into it from the far side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no like locks. It's literally just a barred gate.
I'll throw
and it's like loose wood, so there's like a quarter of an inch between it, so you can clearly see
the bar. Yes. Okay.
I will slap a bull strength on you and say, "Looks like this is manual labor for you."
Is it?
Mr. Frederick says, "Commodore, I can handle this if you want."
You see me about to bust out my scroll, and it's like,
Very well.
Okay. If he wants to handle this, I put the scroll
Let's
back.
see what you can do, Frederick.
Yeah, so Frederick like disappears in a puff of purple smoke, and then just reappears on the other side and like lifts the bar, and he's like, I could use a little help here. Maybe you could stick some sort of like bars or a sword through and help me lift this thing?
Okay. Yeah, we'll help him out.
Okay, yeah, with some leverage, you help him out, and he like falls back, and the bar lands on his chest. He's like, "Oh, that hurt. I'm pretty sure I cracked a rib. I may be physically injured at this point."
All right. Wow. You didn't last long. Okay, well, find yourself a quiet corner and try not to get hurt.
Yeah, when you say that, he's like, "There is a life oracle among us. All I require is some basic medical attention."
Yeah.
I will heal him. Are you
Cure light. That's not
requiring?
crazy.
I will cure light him.
Okay.
Quietly.
I don't know how quietly you can be when you have to say like a short prayer before. Yeah, 6 points. He's like, "I am still in need of medical attention."
Holy crap.
That bar hurt, man.
Are you that flimsy?
He's
When
a
you say
magus.
that, he is like, "Do you see the size of this bar? It is several hundred pounds."
And you thought
So-
you could lift it.
Yeah,
Right.
and like as he's saying that, I guess like Alaris like slaps him on the back with the healing spell. He's like, "Oh, yes, that is the stuff. I am feeling much better now." And he like pulls his scimitar out over his shoulder and like steps
help him
back
up, too.
and does like a 1-2 dance, and then steps forward and does like a couple fencing. He's like, "I'm just limbering up for the inevitable fight. You know, the inevitable fight."
All
Good
right.
man.
Yep.
Good man. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, let's see if we can find somebody inside here.
Yeah,
If
when you
Hagerjack
look
dies,
around,
I know who I'm playing next.
there are 2 bodies up on top of the palisade. Yeah.
Let's check them over. See who they are. See what they're carrying.
They're both pirates. They're both half-orcs carrying falchions. And there's a trail of blood leading towards what would appear to be a mess tent. The front of the mess tent is like slightly open, so you can kind of see inside. There's people like eating from a giant stew pot. There's also like quarters, like, you know, a giant tent that's obviously some form of sleeping area, and what would obviously be the treasure room. It's literally like a giant bank vault that's been assembled in the middle of the area.
Okay. See if we can find the caster. That's our first.
Okay?
Should be our primary objective.
Yeah, make a perception check. 26. Yeah, you don't see the captain anywhere, but when you look closer, Aces, you do notice that the flag that was on the ship that you were invading is also above the treasure vault. Which seem to imply that that is where the captain stays. That's like her command flag.
The captain stays in the vault.
Inside the vault. She must not trust her crew very much. Okay. Can we close the outside of the vault so she can't easily get out, and we can take care of these other guys first?
Sure.
Does it look like the vault would be fairly soundproof? I mean, is she going to have difficulty hearing us out here, or?
I don't... Do you have knowledge engineering?
No.
If I start
I feel like you can make a DC 15 intelligence check for that then.
Does anybody have engineering?
Yeah, only 16.
Oh, engineering? I
Nope.
have that.
Okay. Let's roll
I thought
it.
you said dungeoneering. What?
Nope, engineering.
Nope.
Yeah, Agrajog, you can speak to the non-soundproof nature of this
Okay.
facility. It's...
I mean, if I start shooting, everyone's gonna hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Oh yeah, I didn't
miles
think
and
about that
miles.
gunpowder. Okay.
So when you say that, Frederick is like, you know, I could go in there and deal with her.
You sure you got this, Frederick?
Oh, I could step inside, assuming that she isn't expecting me. I could end it in one quick blow, yes?
Yeah.
Depends.
I'm sure it will work out fine.
That depends. Tell me about
Yeah.
your weapon.
So
Make
he
sure-
says, "Oh, it's just a simple sword," and then he like taps it, and then like cuts his finger along the edge, And the sword suddenly starts glowing. He's like, and my arcane heritage may allow me some ability to improve upon it.
All right.
So
Well,
very keen edge on
give
it.
it a shot. What's the worst can happen?
He says, is there anyone who would like to go with me? I think I can take one of you with me. If you'd like
Sure.
to, how does they say, secure the kill?
Sure.
Um,
I'll come with.
yeah.
Good to have a little bit of ranged backup.
He says,
Yeah.
isn't the whole point of this exercise to kill her quietly before anyone knows? No offense to you,
Yeah, but if you
Agrajog, but if I bring you with me, everyone will know, and then we will be inside the vault with no way out.
Aces?
Yeah, I like to do a sense motive to this guy. It's like,
Okay, go ahead. It's DC
But
20.
he's French.
Why does everyone think he's French? I'm trying to go for Germanish.
That's what I was
it's
thinking.
close to that.
Frenchy.
I was thinking kind of Eastern European. Yeah.
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 All right.
Okay, Agrajog, you have no idea.
No idea.
Yeah, you're still thinking he's French. That's how bad it is. For you.
He's a French. He's only French. He's a French Canadian. He's
You
even
keep thinking
friendlier
he's
than
Taldan
those.
when he's really from Nidal, obviously.
All right. So,
Aces got a 29.
Yeah, aces. So you can tell that he's eager to prove himself. He definitely doesn't want to die, and that he believes that this is a mission he can accomplish if given the correct tools.
okay.
Okay.
Um,
I say,
And the other thing he believes is the correct tool is not to bring a guy with a giant noisemaker on a stealth mission.
no, I
Okay.
wasn't really thinking that Agrajag would be any help unless things go south. In that case, we really
Okay.
want somebody who can take her out, and that's either me or Agrajag.
I could probably take her out if I can get the first. Well, since we're getting the jump on her, that's why I'm like, if I hit her with enough spells, she's will drop badly.
So you have the message spell up, right?
Yeah, I got the message up.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That's fine. If you want to go with her, Aces, that's great.
Okay. What race is this
Move
guy?
over. And the majority of the people we found were inside the mess tent. We haven't seen anybody anywhere else.
He's German.
What race is he? He is human, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna post myself right outside the flap to the mess tent. So
You see me, I bring out one of my scrolls. It's like, okay, just
Start.
in case.
all right.
So who is he bringing?
Dalton.
Or I'm not sure what the plan is right here.
All right.
Is-
So
we're-
Aces is gonna go with Frederick. The rest of us are gonna cover all the mooks in the mess tent, because we haven't seen anybody anywhere else, right?
Yep.
I'm always adjacent to the captain.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I
So.
guess I'll be catty corner behind.
All right. Aces and Frederick disappear in a puff of purple smoke and reappear in a well-lit room filled with, like, treasure everywhere. It's basically the Scrooge McDuck vault. And Captain Vicarla is speaking with this incredibly built but compact, like a Bruce Lee type half-orc, who is standing in, appropriately enough, like kimono pants, and has two like katanas with him. And as soon as you appear, she's like, "Wait! I don't want to fight. I recognize you. You're from that boat.
Sense
Stop."
motive.
Okay. Which one are you sensing motive on? Frederick, her, or her companion?
On her.
Okay. Her, let me see exactly what sense motive gives you. I think
You
it's
see,
just
my scroll and my spell's about to go off, and I'm like,
you are looking to get a gut assessment of a social situation. You can get the feeling of someone else's behavior or someone's trustworthy. Yeah, you get the gut feeling that she is trustworthy insofar as she definitely wants to make a deal here.
okay. Tell me what you want to say.
So when you say that, Frederick, like, you could see his sword is now glowing again like it was when he bled on it. And it's also sparkling with electricity. But he just, like, stands there and waits. And, she says, "Listen, being an illusionist is very hard. Once someone sees through your illusions, if they survive, the same tricks are not going to work twice. And I use pretty much everything. You guys will definitely kill me in another fight. Spare me. I don't care what you do to the rest of my crew. And maybe Ronaldo here. It'd be nice to have my bodyguard along. And Ronaldo's like, Spare me and Ronaldo. I'll give you most of my treasure here, and we leave in peace. Do whatever you want with everyone else. I don't care.
I try to size up Ronaldo, how tough he is.
Yeah, Ronaldo is pretty beef. I mean, this guy looks to be an extremely well-trained samurai. He's got, Okay, so here it is. He's got the 6-pack, but he's really got the 8-pack. He looks like he could be in any Fast and the Furious movie with his shirt off. And more importantly, as a samurai, he radiates like menace. You know that if he draws those swords, it's going to mess up somebody's day because he's skilled.
Yeah, that's why I'm like...
I think the thing that gives it away is that he has all sorts of thin, long scars all over both his hands that indicate that when he practices swords, he does so with live blades.
God, this guy's complete beast.
Frederick will probably die.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Frederick, I don't want to throw your life away. You're too valuable to us.
Frederick is like, do not worry. I could kill him with this. Oh, now I'm fucking French. Damn it. Don't worry. I could kill him with a single blow. And Ronaldo starts sizing him up, and they're both looking at each other like, woo, wow, wow.
It's like...
So remember, this guy's like the ultimate half-orc samurai, and Frederick, Mr. Frederick, has a fucking duster on, so he's like the sea cowboy.
So basically, it's like the mountain looking at the other guy. That
the viper. Yeah, the two of them are looking at each other, and Frederick is starting to like hop from one foot to the other, keeping his sword out in front and waving it slowly. He's like, "Do not worry, Aces. If you need me, I will take this man down for you." So I want to cut back to the other scene. It's been 10, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. They haven't come back yet.
All right, I will say over the whisper net what the hell's going on in there.
Oh, wait, is the whisper net...
Whisper net doesn't connect to the inside because there's no direct path.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're inside a vault. There's no way air is getting in and out of there.
We'll give them a few more seconds.
Lifelink has medium range. Do I feel...
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay. Aces has not been hurt, so I think he's okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll give him a couple more.
I clutch my heart when I say that. As a life
So,
oracle.
we want to start ruining dinner?
I think we should give him more time until I feel the pain of his blood.
All right.
Okay.
About then, we cut back to Aces and Fredericks, Mr. Fredericks.
Okay.
I don't know why Fredericks looks like Prince in my mind, but he does.
He does not at all. That's nothing like what he looks like. He does look like Prince, only insofar as he looks like Freddie Prinze Jr., however, like 4 inches shorter.
Nice.
My image of Fredericks is kind of like a less beefy James Vega from Mass Effect 3. And by less beefy, I mean considerably less muscle mass, since that guy is basically a walking mountain.
Hey, I say that I can't make that agreement. You have to talk to my captain. I'm only the first.
Yeah, Vicarla's like,
I'm being straight up with him. I'm the...
Okay. Yeah, she's like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Take me to your leader.
Well, are you going to come unarmed?
She laughs and is looking at you with your scroll out, and Fredericks with his like glowing sword with electricity running down the left. She's like, "Are you?"
Fair enough. Are you going to open the door?
She says, "Yes, of course." And like so it's like a steel door with like a hatchway, and she untogs it. And as soon as she does, the whisper network reconnects, and you hear your comrades like, "No, we'll wait a little while longer."
You see me whisper, does she go out first?
I don't think so. I think she's like, after you.
Okay, you see me like coming with my boy to back up. Like,
Yeah, Frederick like goes through backwards, just keeping his sword out in the front.
Okay.
Almost moonwalking.
You know what? Since he is a dancer, yeah, he moonwalks it.
I'm like in a ninja assassin style, like do. And it's like, is she coming out too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she sends Ronaldo out first.
Okay. I guess y'all see Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
So here's what happens. You see Aces walking out backwards, trying to pretend to be stealthy, but he walks into an extremely lit open area, and then, like, you see Fredericks moonwalking, but then he hits open rocky ground and he can't moonwalk anymore. And so now he's got, like, a glowing sword with electricity running on the length, walking backwards. And then out comes this huge half-orc with 2 swords and just pants on. And then Vicarla steps out behind them. What do you do? And remember, you don't know anything of what happened inside.
I do.
But
the
For
Whisper
all you know,
Network.
this whole thing could be an illusion because Aces has only said like 1 or 2 things, right?
Whisper
Yeah.
says like we can't take those 2 by ourselves. We need to back up.
Okay, all right.
How far away from me are they?
Probably about 30, 40 feet. So Vicarla, I think, sees Alaris in like some flickering torchlight, and her face goes kind of pale, and she goes, "I thought I killed you."
I whisper to my companions, I want revenge.
Of course, you want revenge. That's why I didn't make the deal.
Oh, man.
Well, shall we ruin dinner?
I think we shall. What?
Well, I can't say that I'm a big fan of just murdering them now that they wanted to talk. All right, what do you have to say?
So Vicarla kind of saunters up, but remember that as she's sauntering up, she's doing so while hiding behind Ronaldo. So it's kind of like a semi-swagger. Swagger interrupted by the fact that she's allowing a huge dude to walk directly in front of her. And I think while this is happening, that Mr. Fredericks like swings around behind to make sure they can't dash back for the treasure room.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Listen, I'm willing to offer you a considerable portion of my personal wealth so that I can leave this island with my bodyguard, of course. And you can do whatever you want with anyone else here. No tricks, no deceit. You let me get back on my ship and go, and we never talk to each other again. I don't know why you came to my little slice of islands, but I have nothing against you. It's just business."
I say on this line that he wants revenge and I want her spell book.
But
Are you
we
whispering or
also-
are you saying that out loud?
I say that in the Whisper Network.
Okay.
I do say out loud,
Artif-
we seek the golden, is it crucible?
Vespel.
Vespel.
She's like, "I don't know what that is."
Thing you found on a ship.
We should be able to
I
describe
find lots
it.
of things on ships. All right, you're describing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she says, "Oh, yes, that's in the treasure vault. Surely I could offer that to you. No problem."
All
Is
right,
that
and
all that you want?
No.
what?
She says, "Is that all that you want?"
I know.
Can I take a look at your spell book? I say this one out loud.
Yeah, she immediately says, "No, I'm not
No,
letting any of you
that's-
anywhere
that's
near
not-
my spell book."
That's not something that's going to happen. I can tell you that much.
Uh,
Well, let's see. We may be able to come to a somewhat better arrangement.
Well, she couldn't have. How's she
As-
looking? Is she fully healed or is
Oh
she?
yeah, she's fully healed. She looks fine.
As
crap.
Commodore of my own fleet, I'm always looking for more ships.
So I think that she cocks a ridiculously large hat and says, "Are you offering me a job position?"
It's possible.
What fleet do you sail with?
I am the free captain Scourge. I sail with my own.
The Dolphins.
I've heard of
The
Scourge.
Dolphins.
You sail under. And
What's
then
her
she was
name?
Like,
I can't remember her name.
you're actually going to reveal that you sail with Tessa Fairwind?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think exactly what our agreement. She says she supported us, but she said we couldn't.
Yeah, you can't. It's like a secret that you're supposed to keep unless you're in super dire circumstances.
Okay. No. I'm a free captain of my own right.
She says, my last report said that you sailed under the Wormwood. As the first officer.
That was the 8th Scourge.
It's been a long time, and that Scourge has, let's say, retired.
She says, well, I've been away from port for a while. We spend most of our time here getting rich.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, he chose poorly, and I'll show her the whip.
She says, yep, that looks legit. That checks out. Well, I might sail for this dolphin fleet. What kind of business do you do? I don't suppose you're in need of an illusionist to have ships crash into rocks and then loot the dead bodies. Been working out pretty well for me.
How you do business is mostly up to you, although I will not condone the taking and selling of slaves.
That's fine. We kill everyone on those
Or
boats.
I was just about to say, or the wholesale murder of everyone on the ship.
So, yeah, when you say that, she's like, it's not murder if they run their ships into boats, is it? Or into islands, is it?
She has a point.
They technically kill themselves.
We just salute the corpses.
Someone in chat asked, is she technically a siren? Yes, technically as an illusionist, she is a siren.
I suppose.
Can I truly be held responsible for the actions of sober, mature adults at the wheel?
Mature.
After you sabotage their ability to to navigate.
When you say that, Ronaldo folds up his arms. And do you speak Orc? I think we already established you don't, but he says something in Orc.
What does he say?
That will obviously be retranslated, but he says, "Those who trust only their eyes are fools. Must live in the present."
I say, are you insulting my captain?
So he slowly turns his entire upper torso to face you, Aces, and says, "Do you feel that your captain is such a fool that he would not live by this principle?"
Those are mighty good words for a guy with a big sword.
He just stands there and stares at you.
I stare back at him.
Alright, it's really awkward for about 10 seconds before Vikarla cuts back in and is like, so, about that agreement. I like the part where I don't die and I still get to crash ships into rocks.
I see over the Whisper Network, you know.
What's our agreement been with the other captains? A quarter?
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
1 for 4. Yeah, she agrees. Immediately, you're like 1 for 4. She's like, that's great. That's better than when I sailed for Hell's Harbor.
I raised my hand. Wait a minute. You work for Hell's Harbor?
Of course.
Hey,
everyone works for someone.
Oh, yeah. What's the name of the Hell Harbor guy? I don't have him in this notes.
Aranax and Demian.
Oh, yeah. You work for him? Oh, yeah. I work for him, too.
She says, I never worked directly for him. I simply worked for the city for a year or two when I was just starting out.
Yeah, he seems nice. Gave me an island, made me a
You say gave me an island, she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, really cool guy.
Aren't those islands now in rebellion?
Are you saying that?
Yes.
I say small details.
She's like, oh, well, I didn't get an island. I got an extremely small amount of pay, but I had good experience, and it looked good on my resume. Eventually, he put me up for free captaincy, as is traditional.
So, are you taking any tutoring in the arts of wizardry?
She's like, tutoring in the arts of wizardry? I'm one of the most powerful wizards in all of the Shackles.
Yeah. That's what
Anything
I'm
I
asking.
need to learn from here on out, I basically have to invent myself.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking for tutoring.
You want me to tutor you?
Yes. I heard illusion.
When
does
would we
something
have
good.
time to do this if I'm captaining my own ship? Will you
Oh.
serve aboard my boat?
I start pondering. She did kill that guy. Well, the captain did save my life.
He got better, too.
So how much of a down payment are we taking?
Another excellent question.
I believe she's already offered us half.
She offered you way more than half.
She offered us like a significant portion.
She's offering you the golden Vespel plus 5 plunder.
Okay.
But that was to let her go. If you're going to be working with her, no one's actually discussed if that is changing.
Yeah, I think.
I can make the offer.
Golden Vespel is a must.
Yeah, we need that. Can we exchange some spells?
Yeah, you're like, can we change some spells? And she's like,
Yeah.
my apologies, but I don't wish to let anyone near my spell book. The price of my spell book alone is worth more than a ship. It's very rare artifact. As I said, I'm one of the most powerful wizards in the Shackles. And I am a specialist in a rare branch.
And I'm like, aw.
So
All right,
I offer.
let's shoot for the Vespel. She was offering us a 5 plunder. What do you guys think? 3 or 4?
Try
Let's
for
say
4. Try for
4. 4 plunder and 1 in 4 of all her action.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll make the offer if you don't
She
mind.
immediately agrees to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost suspiciously fast.
Yeah. She's coming off real well, but I got to do
Sense
something
motive?
to raise the size of our fleet. So
Do you
Yeah,
even know how many ships you have in your fleet right now?
no idea. Not a clue.
Uh,
I think we're up to 4. Our
We
old ship,
have-
our new ship.
we have Sandara Quinn.
Who is
When-
technically a free captain in her own right, but she has pledged loyalty to you, if not
Yeah.
direct.
We
But
have
she doesn't
Ruthless.
get-
We have Captain Ruthless Mockingbird, who isn't really a pirate. He's just a mobile squibbing unit.
Right.
But I'm guessing he could do repairs on top of that.
And
He's also mobile branding and advertising.
yeah, and the guy that we met that's a smuggler.
Captain, what the hell was his name?
We should write
Orange
this
guy.
down.
Orange guy.
I wrote it down. I just don't remember where I did. That's the problem, is I have like hundreds and hundreds of pages of stuff right now.
So this puts us up to like 5 ships. And this
Yes,
one adds.
this-
This one becomes 6.
I
This
think
is-
you're going too fast there.
No.
I think that
So we got-
the orange smuggler is number 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nonetheless, this is the first ship that is going to be generating plunder.
That can actually fight. For reals.
No, the smuggler was supposed to generate us plunder. Not a lot.
He'll be generating plunder vis-a-vis
Profits from smuggling.
profits from smuggling.
Profits from
Yeah.
his smuggling. Yeah. So not a lot of plunder, but some.
But this is going to be our first ship that is generating actual, honest Besmara plunder.
We're supposed to be getting something from Mockingbird.
Yeah, you do. You just haven't visited him to collect it.
Yeah, we probably need to make a round after this and collect up some of our dues.
I
we're
forget what
hurt
they call
on-
it in like King Arthur Pendragon, but there's a word for when lords ride
Tithes.
around and get paid.
Tides.
No, there's an actual word for like, I think it's called the ride or the patrol, when you just go to all the places that owe you money and be like, "Sup, pay me my money."
It's probably
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
buried.
Yep.
It's probably somewhere in Crusader Kings buried. It's not Cassius Belli. I knew
And of
that.
course, the assumption is that we won't have trouble with illusions when we come to visit. How do we arrange that?
Casus
Sound the
belli
horn,
means act of war.
Yes.
What? What?
You've never played Crusader Kings?
No, and I certainly wouldn't be like, "Hey guys, I'm about to go act of war, get my money." No.
All right.
Did you roll
That's
3
why-
to sense motive her?
Yes.
Aces, is that a 27 to sense motive her, like right now?
No, not right now.
Okay.
That's my one from before.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, like someone said they wanted to check her now.
30!
Yeah, Aces, she's pretty eager to have such a sweet deal. That's much better than most free captains would offer.
Yep. It's not going to stay that sweet for very long. We're hurting for ships. I'm not going to tell her that, but
Yeah.
she's coming out on top of this.
Maybe she'll put the word out, and ships will come to us like, "Hey, we heard you're offering 1 in 4."
Yeah, and of course, if we call on you, you will
Be there.
support the fleet.
Yes, that's why I said I knew it wasn't Cassius Belli, Devin,
Okay.
and Arthur.
He's catching up, though. He's catching up.
Let's,
Remember, the chat's the lead.
Yeah.
Well, more to you than to him because, yeah.
Don't mock the chat, man. They will savagely destroy you, Dan.
Like they haven't already.
You thought your deaths were merciful before they get their hands on you, boy.
All right. Well, let's collect our stuff and move on. I suppose we should provide her with a flag and a contact in.
I like how everyone's like, "Yeah, well, of course we have spare flags lying around."
Yeah, we did. We had deliberately had flags made
Yeah,
on that.
sure, yeah. You give her a Dolphin Fleet flag. Do you guys like show up and leave during the time it takes everyone else to eat dinner, and no one's even aware you've shown up?
That would be absolutely fantastic, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
Yes,
like-
it would.
The next morning, she has to explain why they're flying a new flag.
I tell her.
Well, and here's
Wait a
the
minute.
next question: do we want a representative on her ship? We've done that with everybody else.
I said to her, her dolphin name will be the fake dolphin.
Mr.
Awesome.
Frederick immediately agrees. If you need an away officer, he will escort.
I think that would be an absolutely fantastic, because he can keep most of these guys. I don't think he'll have trouble with most of the mooks. Mr. Frederick, sounds like you have yourself a deal. Welcome to promotion.
I give Frederick the brother arm thing, like we grab arms. It's like, it was nice serving combat with you. Glad we did
he does the pulling you into the helicopter grab.
that. Yeah. I'm glad we didn't die. 'Cause
He says, "It was an honor serving with you as well."
be careful out there. And if
I will.
If you need to borrow some spells, tell me.
I suspect I will spend much time dueling with my new friend, Bernardo.
Try not to make each other bleed too much. All right, let's get out of here. We got things to do.
Before I give my greeting to Frederick, I'm going to give him just a nice, when I go in for the bro hug.
You immediately
say-
stop and just give him the bro fist. And
Yeah. I say, if she does not wake up one day, I would be happier for it, and you would be promoted.
he says,
You're not saying this within reach of Scourge, are you?
No, this is like a whisper bro hug.
"You would make a diplomacy check here.
Sure.
See how much effect you can have on him."
Okay. I don't want to roll all my skills at once. So I'm just going to go and highlight diplomacy.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to not roll everything at once.
I've seen too many people fall victim to rolling everything at once.
Yeah. So that's a 33. Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I understand. She will not live through the next week."
See.
And so I think that the music for this montage, this is very specific, but it's the song from Community when Starburns dies. I think it's called Starburns Tribute from Community. And it's like, and there's a montage of you guys like hauling treasure, like you're handing it to each other. You're doing like really enthusiastic treasure loading, and there's a lot of bro high fives and stuff like that. Everyone's like, "Yeah, we got the treasure." And then there's all of the new sailors in your fleet who are on the fake dolphin, who are like getting ready to sail, we have the montage, and in the background of this montage, the Wyvern's still sitting on the back of the boat. You guys are, like, unloading the treasure. Everybody's smiling. It's like the volleyball game from Top Gun. Then it cuts to the scene where, on the middle of the deck, Fredericks and Ronaldo are fighting, and Ronaldo keeps, like, disappearing, reappearing behind Ronaldo, and stabbing him through the chest with the sword. And Ronaldo's like, and then he's like, "No, again, heal me!" People keep coming over to, like, full heal him, so that he's trying to, like, get the first strike on Fredericks, but Fredericks keeps dimension dooring behind him and getting a first strike keen.
I love it.
Yeah, they're, like, trying to outspeed each other, and Fredericks is winning every time.
So basically,
Wow.
it's like the Mountain versus what's the name of
The Viper.
No, the
Red
other
Viper.
guy, the rogue guy. When they was like,
Martel.
yeah, when they
Braun.
was meeting at Braun. When they would meet at the bar, it's like, you may be stronger than me, but I might be faster than you.
All right. So we'll have to figure out what we have to pay the dumb dragons now.
You only brought in 4, right? So
we brought
you
him
have to
five.
pay them the 5th.
Is
Yeah,
it
like
one
when
in
you're...
five?
When,
It's 1 in 5,
it's
right?
1 in 5, so you pay him the 5th.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so now that Mr. Fredericks is gone, there's a new officer on board. His name's Mr. Devins.
Mr. Devins.
And he's like,
Sue Devins.
"Hello there! My name is Mr. Devins." He's, of course, a gnome. It seems like I'll be in charge of crew discipline. It's nice to meet all of you. I've served with you for a couple months now, you know, through all of the hard times. I sing songs to remind us of the good times, songs to remind us of the bad times. You seen that? You seen that Callistrian cleric? She's quite a looker.
I
Anyway.
skipped a track. Who the heck is this, and what is he talking about?
Mr. Devins. He's the new Mr. Fredericks.
Yeah.
He's your
Oh.
midshipman crew liaison officer.
Yeah.
He just
Wow.
showed up while you guys are unloading the ship and is talking to you. So like I think that the soundtrack of the montage comes to a complete halt while you guys are like unloading treasure, and he's just like sitting there watching you unloading the treasure, and he's like, "Hi, how's it going? Devins here."
I love your character. This is your random characters that are the best. This random character.
Okay, well. Wow. I am
So what do
gonna
you-
have to punch him sooner or later.
What color is his
Are you
hair?
saying that out loud?
No.
You know, we do have a
Whisper net.
traditional
Whisper
gnome
net.
tossing
Wonderful.
contest.
When you say that, he's like, gnome tossing contest. I've been a member of this crew for about 6 months. I've never seen this contest.
Oh, this is an annual ritual.
I don't remember the last captain ever doing this. What was her name again?
Paris?
Yeah. I don't remember her ever tossing gnomes.
I wasn't even there for that, and I remember her name.
Okay, so moving on.
Oh yeah,
Let's
when
go
you
by
say,
and visit
oh, yeah, by
Captain
the way.
Quinn and Captain Mockingbird as we're making a run.
oh yeah, by the way, when you say Ferris, you see my B pop up.
Okay. Yes,
Maybe we
I
can,
did make a Chumbawamba reference. Thank you for noticing.
Chumbawamba.
Yep.
Oompa, oompa, doobity.
No, Chumbawamba, not Oompa Loompa. Very, very different things. Yeah, hopefully someone wrote down the amount of plunder that you've gained, especially if you're about to go places and land in port.
Alright, let me just put it down.
Oh yeah,
We have 9 plunder now.
I say. So we're gonna take care of the rebel scum in my country, because
Wow, that's actually a really good question. Yeah. Like, I feel like you guys are all, like, in the officer quarter again, and obviously Mr. Devins is there. And the first thing Asa says as he walks through the door is, "When are we going to take care of that rebel scum?" And music stops, everything stops, and we go to break.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, like, everybody's face is like, "What?"
It's the record scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I don't want the captain to be Well, I don't want the captain to kill my mom. There you go. That's the words that coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, players. The people in chat are wondering why you aren't talking to them, players. Since
Wait a minute. We have a chat link?
yeah, we do. It's in the Skype.
Oh.
You know, where we
I
normally
am
have
looking at chat. I cannot, actually.
You don't want to get
respond back.
banned by chat. I understand.
Oh,
I can't
got it.
respond back on the computer, and
Tell chat I'm a come in.
He's
I'm
coming.
tired.
All right, we're going to take about a 9-minute break here, so we'll be back shortly. If you're watching on Twitch, you should get the music. So that's a thing that you get if you watch on Twitch. I can't send the music to both places, so... Yep, we're back shortly, guys. Part 2.